Hey guys, welcome back. Today is lesson 10 and it's titled, My Thoughts Do Not Mean Anything. Our thoughts don't mean anything. If we identify with our source, with our thoughts, in a way we disconnect ourselves from source for our true, authentic self. So just remember that our thoughts don't really mean anything. That's just basically the ego. What are your thoughts on that, Cecilia?
I really like this, and this is also a concept that you can start to apply if you have fearful, intrusive, angry, sad, like any of those disturbing thoughts. You can say this to kind of negate it and help put yourself in the right, true perception. Instead of suppressing fearful thoughts, instead of looking away from them or trying to cover them up or saying what's wrong with me, you can say this, my thoughts do not mean anything, or this thought does not mean anything. You can say that and you're not actually suppressing that fear. You're instead kind of canceling it out and seeking that true perception of love. And so that is another really beautiful use of the Course in Miracles concepts.
Yeah, and you also don't have to be subjective to just fearful thoughts. It could be any thoughts at all. And it doesn't mean to say that you're just dismissing reality or anything like that. We're not really meant to understand these exercises. It's just deprogramming the ego. So just always try to bear that in mind, because it is a big wow moment reading that title, My Thoughts Don't Mean Anything.
Yeah.
And we try to understand it, but that's not the point of the exercise.
Well, yeah, and then another thing is we're not dismissing reality, we're realizing that our thoughts are not reality. And we live in our heads 99% of the time. And so this course is about helping us realize what we're living out in our heads, the worst case scenarios, the scary things, the negative things, the judgment on others, the perceived attacks from the world, the perceived injustices, all of the things that we're thinking, planning, plotting, judging, they aren't reality. And so the course just is helping us deprogram that so that we can truly exist. Imagine existing where you have no thoughts and you just are in the moment fully.
Yeah.
Fully, wholly, present, alive, taking it in, soaking it in, receiving that moment instead of analyzing, judging, thinking. That's the goal here.
And I just want to share this quick experience. I was doing some somatic breath work yesterday, and it felt so intense. It was the most intense meditation I've ever done. My entire body was vibrating, and I was levitating above the ground, which is going to sound a bit crazy for some folks listening, but that's what it felt like. And it felt honestly like bliss, but it felt very intense energy. And I had this thought, what if I'm going into a seizure? So it just shows you how the ego is always there. But the more conscious we get, if I would have had that, well, my thoughts don't mean anything, then that, it might not have been as fearful. So that's what we were talking about with the fear. It can kind of cancel it out, but not dismiss it, if that makes sense.
Not suppress it. Yeah. So yeah, we don't want to suppress anything. We got to go take care of our baby. We're not here suppressing anything. We're not denying your reality. Just your thoughts about reality, they don't mean anything. And it's about practicing. It's not about necessarily understanding or even accepting this at a logical level. It's just about practicing. So enjoy, and we will see you back tomorrow. Bye.